Outer Orange.
Fortia Tortia. Previous year, welcome back. We are here today to talk about some cards. I know I don't do these too often, but when I do, it's when I'm excited about something. So I'm excited about Fortia. As you guys know, I love Fortia, one of my favorite decks. I don't even know why, I just like playing it. So we did get some news today, and we got a couple other things that also popped up. So thought I might as well just go down the line. We got some alternate art reprints. I'm not gonna lie, Spiritual Body Condensation is amazing because it's completely different from like the other version of it. It's actually a completely different style. It's got more of that great nature, just in general, like just look to it, the Neo Nectar type of look to it, just very different. Dark Strain, and we have the Kinky here as well. These are the other alt arts that got printed. Very pretty looking stuff. And then we also got the V Premium promos. This is for Gold Paladins and for Gear Chronicle. Both of these are actually really good. The Gold Paladin one is pretty insane. Got me Greg actually really good. It says when this unit attacks while boosted, you can counterblast like a top 4 cards, choose up to 1 with a different card name as this unit from among them and call it a rear, shuffle your deck. If your opponent's greater or greater, you can choose 2 instead of 1. So basically you can just pick stuff that's not himself and just kind of go crazy. And it's also a ride fixer. Basically, if you want to ride up to 2, you can choose to discard this card like a top 5 for a grade 2 or less. Among them, reveal it, add to hand. So you can kind of go crazy and just try to find like a better grade 2 target, which in some decks, it's especially in Golds, it's very useful. Golds has a lot of good ride targets like Ezel. When this unit boosted, you can counterblast, choose one of your other rear guards, put at the bottom of your deck. If you put a card at the bottom of your deck, switch deck up to 1 grade with one card with a different card name as this unit with the grade +1. Put it at the bottom of the deck, call it a rear guard, circle, shuffle your deck. Basically just a searcher, and then the same thing, it has the cost to basically discard it to then find a better grade 2, and you can ride that. You can add it to hand basically, and you can choose to ride it. So there's also that as well. So very awesome stuff. So we got the promos, both really good cards. Not gonna lie, I already read these, and some of them I didn't like and some of them I did like. Let's go ahead and start with the elf. Before I begin, actually, I do want to say that the art looks absolutely stellar on these. Every single card that's coming out between right now and going forward is gonna look really cool. So yeah, this is gonna be great. So this is the grade 1 that came out. This is what she looks like. We got the Halloween ghosty style art. I freaking love this so much. But anyway, friend ability, if you have another unit that's in common as it gains friends, that's how all the Fortia cards work basically. And then we have Rear Guard Circle as you boost a unit that attacks a greater unit. If you have Vanguard Fortia in this card name and you have 5 or more friends, you can Soul Blast 2 units into battle. Your opponent cannot call Sentinels to the guard circle from hand. Not gonna lie, this is a very okay skill. If this skill was like in a different deck like TC or something, it'd be insane. But in here, it's very okay. And the reason being is because that Soul Blast 2 is really heavy. You have to attack a greater Vanguard. You have to have 5 units on the board. There's just way too much going on. You have to have so much for this guard restrict to activate. So basically, this is like on a Persona turn type of guard restrict. The Soul Blast 2 is insanely heavy. This deck uses Soul like crazy. There's no way to replenish Soul very well. It's just not very solid. You run on Yuka in this deck too, which means you're using Soul anyway. So yeah, it's just not good. It's just not very good, but the ability itself is good, but all the stuff around it is not that great. And then we got the grade 2. This one's much better. This one says if you have another unit that's in common, the becomes friends, they all have this. And then front row rear guard circle during your turn. If you have 3 or more friends units, all of your vanguards with Fortia's carding get plus 5k power. That's pretty good. And it says if your opponent's vanguard is greater or greater, so you get plus 10k. So basically she gives Fortia plus 5k power in the front row, and then she also gives herself 10k if you're on if your opponent's on a grade 3 already, which is really solid. And this is what she looks like. She also looks absolutely amazing. The art on these is like really peak. It's gonna be a card that you can run and kind of be okay with. I will say it doesn't change things too much. It's basically a replacement for the other friends card, the other grade 2 that gains 10k power basically, or gains less. The only difference is between the two is that this one also gives power to Vanguard, which is important because I think that 5k does come through and does matter. So that's probably the biggest change in terms of like replacement cards. That other 2 is going to come out and this is going to come in. Now we have the new Fortia. This is Full Moon Magic Fortia. This is what she looks like. Super cute. She's got her little cat ears in the hat, and she's got her little dog ears out. Super actually adorable card. And the skill is friends. If you have another unit column as this unit, gets friends. And then if you have 3 or more friends this unit gets a drive +1, which is pretty big. That means you get a triple drive. It is like instant, by the way. You do instantly get this. So it's actually pretty good. And then she has another effect that says Vanguard Circle turn. If you Persona roll this turn, this cost may be paid with the counterblast 1, discard a card from hand. At the end of the battle, if this unit attacked, if you have 5 or more other friends, cost this card a Fortia's card name from hand, stance unit gets -2 drive. Now this card is pretty okay. I was actually expecting like a rewrite or something, to be honest. And she does have like the dress up ability, so she does work with the other Fortia. So basically you can probably you should be able to write over her and get Persona if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but pretty sure that's how that works. But overall, I like the triple drive. So I guess you can ride this, you can have this as a main ride line, have the extra drive, and then instead you have to discard it for Tia. If you can't discard it for Tia, then she doesn't restand. So I guess that's just something to keep in mind. I think the restand will pop off regardless, and then you'll have the triple drive. You just have to have the Fortia in hand. So if you don't have a Fortia in hand, kind of a trouble. And if you Persona Road, then you just get the normal effect of Counterblast 1, discard a card from hand. One thing I like about this is the fact that you don't have to use too many resources. Regular Fortia Counterblast every single turn. On top of Melty Counterblasting, a couple other cards Counterblasting, you kind of go through your Counterblast pretty fast. But here, since if you ride into this first and you already have the Fortia in hand, it's a little bit easier. Overall, an okay card. I don't think it really matches the ceiling of the deck or makes the deck any better. I will say the grade 2 makes the deck a little bit better. This, I think, makes the deck more lethal, but it's only by like a smidge in comparison to everything else that's in meta and everything else that's going on. This deck will probably stay exactly the same in terms of the tiers it's on, which is unfortunate, but it won't be the best, it will be the worst. Grade 1 is probably not going to be run at all. If there's a way to replenish soul, maybe, but there's no good way to replenish soul without having to run other cards that aren't centered around friends, and this deck really wants friends cards, so chances are you're probably not gonna have the soul. If there is a good friends card that's soul charged, yeah, but there really isn't, so yeah. But yeah, we'll see. Next we have the new vanilla triggers. These look absolutely amazing. I actually saw these first before I saw any other card reveal. Oh my god, this new heal has a cat on it. It's got a cat. There's a cat there. How do you say no to cats? That's gonna be my new favorite heal. Actually, I think all of these are gonna be my new favorite triggers outside of the cards I wouldn't normally use, which is usually the fronts and the draws because I'm using the other ones. But long story short, these look absolutely amazing. I think they did a really good job. A lot of people were fangirling over this one in particular because it's a straight animal in an outfit and it's very great nature-ish, and you know, some people are like, why don't we get more of these things? Why is it always girls in school dresses? Why can't it be something more interesting? Well, this one's kind of more on the interesting side, and then we have her where she's like half and half, so she's kind of cool. And then we got like whatever this is, like demon lady here, I don't know, but yeah, I think they all look cool. I personally like if they're both, I like the mix of both personally, so I just think it's cool just to see different stuff in the nation than just the girls. I like that it changed a lot. I like when it changes, but this is by far my favorite heal, and if this comes in holo, I'm 100% getting these in holo. I'll drop my pretty heals for this. I don't even care. This heal is just absolutely out of this world. This is perfection right here. Play these in Bermuda Triangle too if I can get away with it. I'll do it. Watch me. The PG, the Uica, and the OT reprints. So they're reprinting these again just to kind of help people out. The Uica reprint is probably really massive for people, and for sure people are really excited about this. I really like the Sentinel. I think the Sentinel looks actually really pretty. I like the Sentinels that came out of set 1. I actually haven't changed into the Ghosty Sentinel at all. I have a couple that I pulled, but I haven't been changing them because I actually prefer the set 1 Sentinels, but because I don't like the framer as much, I like the SP. This one's actually pretty up there. I really like the demon look for this one, and I like the ghost in the background. I like the Halloween look. I'm a big Halloween fan, so that's why I like red blue. This was definitely the biggest one, is the Uico reprint, so props to that. This is for today, but I might as well just show it. I'm already here recording this. I said we got a new elf. This is when this unit attacks a Vanguard. I could Counterblast 2, choose one of your opponent's Vanguards, and choose 2 of your guards for every 2 grades of that unit. All of the chosen rear guards get plus 5k power to out of turn. That's a really weird cost. Yeah, it's a 4 more of the Dragon Tree stuff, I believe. It's just really weird looking. I'm assuming we're gonna get some insane Dragon Tree stuff coming out or something, since they keep bringing all these random cards for it. So you can choose your whole board. The whole board gets plus 5k power if you face something like Dragon Tree. That makes sense. You can get 5k to your whole board if you're facing Dragon Tree, or you can get 10k facing like a grade 4 deck. It's okay. And if you're facing grade 3 decks, it's like plus 5k power or something, but it's a CB2, so it's extremely costly. This is definitely something you want to run specifically as a Dragon Tree, or you want to, if Dragon Tree is just meta or something. I don't know. These cards are weird. Anyway, guys, that's it for this video. I hope you guys liked it. I just really want to talk about Tortia, and that's exactly what I did, and I hope you guys liked it. I'm one of the main people that plays Fortia outside from like 2 to 3 other people that aggressively play Fortia. I'm not talking about like they pick up the deck and play it once it drops. I'm talking about aggressively playing Fortia. It's me and like 3 other people, so I thought I'd make a video on it because me and 3 other people are really excited about this, and we're just gonna stay excited. We're the square of Fortia excitement. We are the square. But yeah, if you guys need some cards, don't forget to shop at the cards of shop. Code orange for all that goodies. That out. Other than that, guys, peace out. That's what I know. See you guys in a future video. Bye.